Away they go, and Ricky missed the start noticeably, and Circle the Globe was best to begin. I don't think the jockey's very keen to lead. Second is Perfect Rapture, who's going to head Circle the Globe now. Third posse is taken by Pajika, and then Loch Arbor Lad, Aussie Prince wide out, followed by Razdana Frogmore. Then Golf Circuit Violent, 3 lengths to Master Zip and 2 lengths to Ricky. 700 to go, and Perfect Rapture is the leader. A half length on Pajika, Razdana third, and Circle the Globe is fourth. A length to Aussie Prince pratted out a little wide from Loch Arbor Lad, and then Frogmore and Violent. Further back in the race is Golf Circuit. 2 behind her, and they are Ricky and Master Zip travelling onto the corner. 500 metres to go. Perfect Rapture almost joined again by Pajika on the inside. A length away and wider out is Razdana from Loch Arbor Lad and Circle the Globe. And the deepest of all the runners at the moment is Aussie Prince putting in his claim as they come to the 250. Perfect Rapture, Razdana taken on by Aussie Prince, and then comes Loch Arbor Lad seeing daylight. Aussie Prince hits the front, 100 to go. Perfect Rapture, Circle the Globe coming into it well. Circle the Globe and Aussie Prince are going to fight it out. Circle the Globe going home best, and Circle the Globe gets up to beat Aussie Prince with Violent third, then Perfect Rapture, followed home by Loch Arbor Lad, Frogmore, then Golf Circuit, further away Razdana, Pajika, Ricky, and last in Master Zip.
On the Super Tab there, number 1, Circle the Globe at 12.80, 3.20, 3 Aussie Prince 170, 4 Violent 170.
It was 80, in fact, on the New South Wales Totem, $3.10. Number 3, second, Aussie Prince, ridden by Cameron Swan, has paid $1.70. And third will be number 4, Violent, ridden by Rodney Quinn, and it will pay $1.70. The winner, Circle the Globe, trained by David Atkins these days at Broadmeadow for B. Russell, L. Russell, D. Knott, L. Scott. Also S.T. Coxell and R.B. Woods by Timothy. From Flight to Riches is a bay gelding 5. It might show in guides as a stallion, but he was gelded quite some time ago. And Matthew Scourse, the winning rider. 1, 3 and 4. Aussie Prince second by Molokai Prince from Prove. Anthony Cummings trains this Bayer Brown gelding for Cameron Swan. And Violent third, a bay gelding for Marauding Collant Noir John Hawkes, Rodney Quinn. Number 6.
Getting set Melbourne, we have our line through from Queanbeyan, and we'll be joining Tony for a preview there soon. Race number 2 at the Gold Coast, 12.40, 1 Silicon Chip open.
Set, and they're off and running this time. They bounced away in a reasonable line. Young Patrick a little bit slow into stride. Daring Display out very fast, and so too was Castle Stair down to the inside. And on the outside, Daring Display is going up now to head off Calistair when they settle down, and around the outside of those going very forward now is Second Coming. Second Coming up, second outside, Daring Display. On the inside is Calistair running third, a half further back in the race then. As they go to the back is Council of Prayer, 2.5 time scale. 1.5 further back then came on the inside Malahide Castle. A length into Voodoo Joe, and they're followed on the inside by Primo Express, Regal Lark. Satiric back in the centre, Young Patrick at fairway back with Behemoth. New Synergy out 3 and 4 deep, and 3 last of all, Captain Knight. Off the turn at the 800, Daring Display, a half second coming. 2 further back, then Calistair third. On the outside of it, then Council of Prayer fourth, 2.5 time scale. 1 to Voodoo Joe. Further back, Regal Lark lost some ground from Primo Express. Malahide Castle, the fence. New Synergy pulled out deep in a long gap. Satiric and Behemoth, they're spread right out here. Second coming on the outside of Daring Display. Rest up to quickly take the front. Calistair, the greys right there with them. A length further back under pressure, Council of Prayer. 2 to time scale, 3 to Voodoo Joe at the 400-metre mark. They look to be the only chances. Second coming the leader. The rider sitting against it on the turn. A half Calistair under pressure. Then Council of Prayer, and further back time scale, but second coming at the 200. Straightened up 3/4 to Calistair. They come away to fight it out from Council of Prayer. Second coming and Calistair going stride for stride with 150 to go. Second coming the inside, and Calistair heads up and down. Second coming's finding sufficient, and second coming wins a half length to Calistair. 2 away third in the race is a Council of Prayer. Voodoo Joe's come from a long way back to run fourth. Then time scale, and further back Behemoth ran on well late. The gap in the race then to Daring Display. Well back then Regal Lark. The outside Primo Express. New Synergy followed further back by Malahide Castle. Then the outside of those would have been right out of its ground there as Young Patrick after being slow away. And the last 2 are Captain Ida with its Satiric.
Winner number 9, Second Coming, 4.30 and 1.90. 13 Calistrae, $2.80, and number 6 Council of Prayer, $2.80.
9, Second Coming to return $5.10 and $2 even. Number 13 Calistair to return $3.70, and 6 Council of Prayer, $2.90. Just before Tony's preview from Queanbeyan, let's have a look at the information for
They're racing. Certain Ace near the inside hesitated, missed it a length. I Am Brave beat them out. Satsky going quickly with Twig Match, and I Like Him caught a little wide in the first couple of 100 metres. Cutterbash, Hot Symbol and up a notch just off the speed. Then the Irishman, Certain Ace. Ash King, Satsky's drifting back in the field, back to second last, and Ryan Rivers last of all. Heading up towards the first bend, 1,000 metres to go. Satsky's off the rails. He's leading by 3/4 of a length on I Am Brave, kicking up on the inside, and Twig Match is a half-away third. 1.5 Cutterbash, followed by I Like Him, nice and handy to the pace. He's running fifth as they leave the 800-metre point astern. Hot Symbol is next on the inside of the Irishman, then up a notch, Certain Ace. Ash King is back third last with Satsky and Rhine River. Coming up in the direction of the home turn, just on 600 metres to go. And the leader here, Sabutai, by a length on Twig Match, I Am Brave and Cutterbash. There's I Like Him starting to improve on the outside, but he's very wide as they approach the corner. He's about 6 horses deep, but coming after them quickly. Sabutai in front. They straighten up now, 400 metres to go. Sabutai is 3 off the inside fence, leading by a length. I Like Him on the outside is coming after him, followed by I Am Brave, Cutterbash, Twig Match, and then a Hot Symbol. Sabutai is still in front, 250 metres to go. About to be claimed by the favourite, I Like Him. I Like Him is working through the heavy going. He's gone to the lead now, and I Like Him is moving away from Sabutai, and I Like Him is going to get the prize in the first. I Like Him stretching out beautifully in the run to the line, wins it by a length and a half. Sabutai second. Cutterbash was 4 lengths away third, followed by Twig Match and I Am Brave. Then up a notch, Certain Ace. Ryan River. The next one home was Ash King, and then a Hot Symbol. Satsky and the Irishman last of all.
Number 2, I Like Him, $3 and 150. 12, Sabutai second, 3.30. Third, 8 Cutterbash at 5.50.
Okay, 2, 12 and 8 over the line there. Number 2, I Like Him on Super Tab, 3.30, 180. Number 12, Sabutai to return 3.40, and number 8, Calabash for third, $4.60. Tote dividends coming.
Racing this time, and one of the best to go was Greeting, trapped out very wide. Is he going to persevere for the lead? Toro going quickly with Mono Bank to keep Greeting right out on a limb. Newshawk is quite prominent today, further up than was the case here last Saturday, followed another length away by Montand, and then a gap to What Report and Zamalane. Masking second last, and a length and a half further away is Counter Gambit. Racing down the back of the course, and Toro takes over, and at the 1,000 metres opens up 2 lengths Mono Bank. About 3 further back comes Montand. A half to Greeting, a horse off the fence, a length and a half to Newshawk, and 1 to What Report. Similar margin, Zamalane. At its quarters on the outside being Mars King at a couple of lengths to Counter Gambit. Speed is only slow coming along the side, about 700 left to gallop, and the leader Toro. A length and 3/4 clear on Mono Bank. Third is Montand, and fourth the inside Greeting. 2.5 to What Report. Newshawk on the inside being ridden a little too. A length and a half further back is Mars King from Zamalane, and 3 lengths to Counter Gambit. Toro will lead them around the turn by the best part of a length on Mono Bank. Greeting third, followed a length further back by Montand, and then Newshawk being desperately ridden. In fact, What Report's gone away from the favourite now, down to the 250, and the leader is Toro, a half length or so on Mono Bank. What Report in third spot. Greeting over on the inside struggles, so does Newshawk, and then Mars King putting in a dash, but Toro accelerates, 100 to go, and got away from What Report. Mars King the outside, but it's all Toro, and Toro from Wagga Wagga wins it well. Photo, What Report, and Mars King for second and third, followed home by Greeting, Mono Bank, and then a good gap of 3 lengths to Zamalane. Newshawk, second last was another buck.
Clean Cut went through it. Belcapine went past him to third. Clean Cut's gone back to fourth and a gap, then Toruma. It's Karam Dahara, Neck Palace Symphony coming at him again. They wheel 2 to Belcapine, and Clean Cut can't go on. 1 fence out, 250 out now, and Karam Dahar joined by Palace Symphony. Palace Symphony put its head in front of Karam Dahar. The rider changes hands with a whip. It's coming back. They're clear of Belcapine. 1 fence to go. Palace Symphony and Karam Dahar go over it. Palace Symphony, a neck in front. Karam Dahar coming again. Palace Symphony, Karam Dahar, Palace Symphony. Palace Symphony ahead, Karam Dahar in a good battle. 6 away, third Belcapine, a gap then to Clean Cut. He hit that second last, then Toruma. Further back in the race, Ambitious Return, Turf Tavern, Merry Dash, Galatoire just coming in. Let's have a look down the back here. Number
3, Palace Symphony, 4.20 and 1.60.
60. Number 1, second, Seeker, ridden by Andrew Gibbons, has paid $1.40. Number 4 will be third, Contentious, ridden by Len Beasley, to pay $1.90. 11 starts, 6 wins and 5 seconds for this Chestnut Mare 4. She's a beautiful looker by Sovereign Red from Woodland Pines, trained at Yass by Kenny Callaghan for the Capricorn Park Stud Syndicate, and also Mr. L.C. McInerney. And what's that taken her prize money to? 55, 6 plus 23. So she's certainly been a great money spinner for the Capricorn Stud and Mr. McInerney.
Correct weight, Queen Bean.
You as a matron when she ultimately goes to stud. 9-1-4 Secret.
Off and running now. Be Discreet's gone away okay. One Tell out in the centre, one of the first out. Bounced in front now from Mazare, out wider on the track, and Export Gold is hunting up on the inside when they settle down. Over on the inside, Denson further back when they settle into stride. Perfect Arc. It's Mozare and Be Discreet going up to Won't Tell, and Export Gold and pushing up on the inside. Dense, a terrific charge. 2 lengths achieving. One further back, Vargas Diamond. Then Regencia further back. Then came Perfect Arc around a Dancing Door, followed by Rustic Ruler, Babbling Brook, and Winning's Way. Off the back they go. Be Discreet can't get on the track. It's out there with Mazare. Over on the inside, Won't Tell. They're a length and a half. Export Gold. Then Vargas Diamond making some ground. A gap, Regencia achieving, and further back, Dancing Door. On the outside, Be Discreet has been 3 deep. Outside, Mazare and Won't Tell when they turn for home. It's Be Discreet ahead in front. Bump there with Mozare. Vargas Diamond getting the last crack at them out wider, followed by Won't Tell. Be Discreet in front now from Vargas Diamond. Won't Tell. It's Be Discreet the leader. Vargas Diamond trying to get it. Be Discreet is finding plenty though. Great effort. Be Discreet wins it a neck on the line. Vargas Diamond 2 lengths. Mozare third. Then Won't Tell. Regencia from Babbling Brook out wide. Further back, Export Gold there, followed by Dancing Door. Then achieving well back, then Winner's Way. Behind those would have been at the head of the others Perfect Arc, followed by Rustic Ruler, and Dense's last of all.
1 Be Discreet, $2, 1.20, 10 Vargas Diamond, $6.90, and 4 Mazare, $1.80.
And on the Super Tab there, number 1, Be Discreet, the favourite home at $2 and 1.30, 10 Vargas Diamond, $4.70, 4 Mozare, $1.70. Gold Coast number 8 has got third, Regal Fair, 3-1-8, official race number 3 at the Gold Coast today.
This time, Doughboy Hotto began okay, but he's beaten for speed early. Pride and Passion is breaking out of the pack and going to the front, and in the red is going with him, and Satango's kicking up along the inside. Latin Poet to fourth, followed by Hot Property on the inside of Emma's Affair, and Doughboy Hotto is last of all, and Hard Ridden to try and stay in touch with him. Satango, he went right through along the inside of Pride and Passion, and at the 800, it's Sir Tango, a neck in front of Pride and Passion. In the red is One Away third, Hot Property fourth, closer to the inside, then Latin Poet, Emma's Affair, and 3 lengths off last, Doughboy Hotto. 650 metres left to go. Satango is the leader. Satango is just in front of Pride and Passion, who's cruising on the outside, and he's about to go to the front. In the red is the length away third, and Latin Poet, he's scouting wide. He's about 5 deep on the corner. Or in the red, struck bad trouble there. The jockey was almost catapulted from the saddle. Emma's Affair is starting a run in the centre. Doughboy Hollow's out wide on the track. Earhart's gone for home on Pride and Passion, and at the 250, he bolted away from them. Pride and Passion, 4 lengths in front, 5 lengths in front. Latin Poet to second on the outside, then Hot Property, Doughboy Hollow, but it's all Pride and Passion, and he's working his way through the going. He's going to win it easily. Pride and Passion is going to score by 6 lengths. Latin Poet second, Doughboy Hollow got third, then Hot Property in the red, Emma's Affair, and Satango the last one home.
Winner number 10, Pride and Passion, $2.90 the win, $1.80 for the place. 2 Latin Poet, $3.30, no third, 7 Doughboy Hollow.
And on the Super Tab there, 10 Pride and Passion to pay $2.80 and $1.70, 2 Latin Poet, $3.80, 7 Doughboy Hollow, no third dividend. Coming up to 28 minutes to 2.
One of the fancied candidates, and its stablemate Suburbia bounced out in front. Authoritarian looking for the lead. Queen of the Veld is handy. Sir Galahad trying to get across. A length further back is Aroni. Great Trip going up into the leading group, and then comes Ed Mandy and Jark, followed by Prince of Spies, and last is Halo Troy. And down past the 1,000 they go, and Great Trip hits the front from Authoritarian. Third posse is Suburbia. A length further back, Queen of the Veld. Sir Galahad can't get anywhere near the rails. Random over on the fence ahead of Aroni and Ed Mandy, followed by Jark and Prince of Spies, and 4 Halo Troy. Into the 700 they go, and the Canberra Galloper Great Trip shows the way. He actually couldn't quite get across onto the rails. Authoritarian pushing up to get within a neck of Great Trip. Third is Sir Galahad out in no man's land. Ed Mandy's made a fast move, and then the stablemates Random and Suburbia, followed by Queen of the Veld, and then Aroni and Jark from Prince of Spies and Halo Troy. And Authoritarian on straightening up got right away here and booted about 3 lengths on Random. Random. Great Trip's had enough. Ed Mandy the outside, but it's Authoritarian looking good. And down past the 200, Authoritarian 2.5 Random. Ed Mandy, Prince of Spies, and then comes Suburbia. Authoritarian getting a little tired, but is a mile too solid. And Authoritarian from the outside gate beat Random. Prince of Spies third, and Suburbia was fourth. Then came Ed Mandy and Auroni. Great Trip knocked up from Jark and Sir Galahad. Halo Troyen beat one of the line, that being Queen of the Veldt.
Super Tab there, 1 Authoritarian for 92.20. Number 3 Random to pay $2.40. 6 Prince of Spies to pay $2.60. Treble on 191, $185.20.
Placing going to number 3 Random, written by Corey Brown. And Random will return a dividend of $2.30. And the third posse, number 6, at $2.40. Now, Authoritarian has run up to some late confidence there. A brown gelding 3 by Dane Hill from La Flie de Roi, owned by the Guri Pastoral Company. Didn't think I did French, did you?
No, I thought you were metalwork man.
13 out of 100. Lasted 1 year. 13 out of 100. Final year of French anyway. It was a good win by Authoritarian. Full numbers will be up in a moment. Second placing to Random, number 3, is by Canny Lad from Lee's Bit, J.R. Hawks, C. Brown. Prince of Spies is by Canny Lad from Imperial Regina, Clary Connors, Bob Alyssa, 3-year-old chestnut gelding. So no numbers, but the time is there at 1:19.90, 1:19.90. That's about 1.5 seconds outside Taradu's race record.
Back to Ian in just a moment at the Gold Coast.
And made Fibro from $5.79 per square metre.
Way quickly, Bowl Jackson easing back. Rigoleur pounds straight to the front from Our Floral Prince on the outside. Stately Bay is inside. Kendaring, Red Hope the centre. Further back heads I Laugh. Del Sol is only about 3 lengths covering that division, and 5 last of all. Bowl Jackson, Rigoleur from Our Floral Prince. Red Hope 3 out and 4 out is Kendaring. Through the gap now, 1.5 Stately Bay. Heads I Laugh a half further back. Del Sol, and forget Bowl Jackson inside the 500-metre mark. Rigoleur hasn't really gone hard in front, about 3/4 Red Hope. Our Floral Prince 1.5 further back. Kendaring. Stately Bay trying to get clear from Heads I Laugh, and 3 further back. Del Sol pulled out wide. On the turn, Red Hope is racing up to Rigoleur from Our Floral Prince. 1.5 Kendaring, then Stately Bay. Red Hope with his big weight hit the front out in the centre with 150 to go. Drew 2 lengths. Our Floral Prince, Kendaring, but Red's doing it well. He dashed away. He's holding Kendaring. Stately Bay and Red Hope. Red Hope by 2 lengths in the run home. Kendaring second, and those third Stately Bay and fourth Del Sol, who was carried out a little by Kendaring in the straight. A gap in the race, Our Floral Prince. Further back then came Bowl Jackson, Rigoleur, and Heads I Laugh.
Number 1 Red Hope, 260 and 140. 3 Kendaring, 150. Third 4 Stately Bay at $1.80.
1 Red Hope, the sub-successful there, 250, 140, sub and favourite. 3 Kendaring, 140. 4 Stately Bay, $1.90. 134 there. Race number 4 at Moonee Valley today. The National Racing Service, as we open up the market for the...
Showing speed as Dantalar and Chase the Chick, Brigadier Forever, Paris Consort, Tenuous and Voltaine, all going forward in the early stages. Mosaic driving through to be midfield. He's close to the inside. He's running about 8th. Just behind him, Faith in Him, followed by a high-sounding Peaceful Moss. Bango's Betsy, after beginning nicely, has drifted back in the field with Razor Rapper, Once Upon a Crime and Unavailable. Into the first men, 950 metres out, and Dantalar, the filly, she's gone to the front and leads by 1.5 on Chase the Chick. Brigadier Forever is a neck away third, covering ground, then Voltaine. Mosaic going through in the centre to be 5th with Paris Consort. Tenuous is next on the outside. Wonder High Sailing sweeping around them deep. Then Peaceful Moss, Roy Boy, Faith in Him lost his position. Unavailable next on the inside of Bango's Betsy. Then Once Upon a Crime and Razor Rapper last of all. On the home turn, and Beedman is moving this filly away from them. 450 metres to go. Dantalar 4 off the inside fence. 3 lengths in front of Brigadier Forever and Tenuous. Roy Boy sticking to the inside. Then Voltaine. Once Upon a Crime is coming wide. Mosaic's over on the inside, but he's labouring a little bit at the moment. Dantalar is the leader. Dantalar 2 lengths in front. Mosaic is up to second, and he's giving chase to the filly now. It's Dantalar in front. Mosaic is coming after Dantalar. It's Dantalar a neck in front of Mosaic. Mosaic's just about got her. Yes, he raced past her, and he's home. Well, the owners paid big money for him last night, and they're going to get their first paycheck, $64,000. And the winner is Mosaic second. A photo finish unavailable. Unavailable or Dantada. Once Upon a Crime and Tenuous just behind them. Followed in then by Voltaine and Roy Boy. Further back in the field came Faith in Him, Brigadier Forever, Paris Consort, Peaceful Moss, Bang Goes Betsy, High Sailing, Razor Rapper and Chase the Chick.
Number 2, Mosaic, 280 and 150, 6 unavailable, $6, 12, Dantalar, $1.80.
2 Mosaic, 280, 130. Number 6 unavailable at $5.60. Number 12 Dantalar to return $1.90. 2 and a photo.
This time, and a Brave Prince missed the start by 3/4 of a length, and King and Country jumped well, so did Tendrils. Zodiac is not far away, Pleasure Giver trying to burn them all off, followed by Stella Cadente and then Argo, closely attended by Punt and then Chicholina. Second last is Proud Justice, and a half length the Brave Prince on the inside as they go down past the 700, and Pleasure Giver and Tendrils stride for stride, a length and a half clear of Stella Cadente. Fourth King and Country, a length to Argo, wide Punt in the middle. Zodiac the inside from Chicholina around Brave Prince, and 2 lengths to Proud Justice. Up to the home corner they travel, and Pleasure Giver, the short price favourite, is just in front of Tendrils. Third Stella Cadente, King and Country locked in, then Argo, Punt, Zodiac and Brave Prince heads the others down to the 250. Allen Score shaking up Pleasure Giver. It's about a half length clear. Stella Cadente running on, tending to drop off a little Tendrils. Stella Cadente after Pleasure Giver, but Pleasure Giver just in front. Stella Cadente making the favourite race, and then comes Punt. Stella Cadente goes to Pleasure Giver, and Stella Cadente gets up to beat Pleasure Giver. Third Punt, fourth King and Country. Then Zodiac, Tendrils, Brave Prince, Argo, followed by Proud Justice and Chicholina back at the tail of the field.
Super Tab 8 Stella Cadente, 880, 240. Number 1 Pleasure Giver, $1.40, and 5 Punt to return $5.80. At Queanbeyan, numbers there 4, 9 and 5.
And has done so and paid $8.90 and $2.40. 1 Pleasure Giver, $1.30, and number 5 will be third Punt. Nice debut, and Punts will pay $5.40. Stella Cadente, trained by John Morrish for RA and Mrs. R.J. Scarborough, and the Scarboroughs have raced some good horses over the years by Centane from Temple Fire, and in fact I think Stella Cadente therefore is a out of a half-sister to Falante and Bint Masqué. Yes, she is. Temple Fire is a half-sister to Falante and Bint Masqué. So plenty of depth in the breeding of Stella Cadente. Corey Brown.
Meter was out in a hurry. Northern Warrior away fast. Principe walks with the leaders early. From the outside here, a bit of a dancer pushing forward now, and just behind those is Kingston Way. Principe walk down on the inside. Outside at Earl of Mornmoot, and further out Northern Warrior. Bit of a dancer's going to be 4 wide around that first turn, but he's pushing on for the front now. Further back Kingston Way. Should have back along the inside of Bistro Boy, then Rustic Dream, Golden Finale. Further back was Laurel Grove, and the last couple Rath Salar. Mr. Archibald, and outside it Marked Assassin. Down the back Principe walk kept the lead. A half in front, a bit of a dancer. A length Earl of Mornmoot third on the fence from Kingston Way has landed now fourth, and 1 out. Northern Warrior fifth, but out 3 there, followed by Bistro Boy off the track. Should have back on the inside of Golden Finale. Laurel Grove back in the centre from Rustic Dream, Mr. Archibald, Rassalar and Marked Assassin around the turn at the 800 metre mark. And the leader Principe walk nearly a length in front, a bit of a dancer. Earl of Mornwood over on the inside third from Kingston Way. Northern Warrior tracking deep. Bistro Boy right off the track. Shoulda gets off the fence now from Laurel Grove. Rustic Dream out deep, and 2 further back Golden Finale. Well back in the race in Rath Salar, followed by Marked Assassin, Mr. Archibald. 400 to go, and the leader is Principe walk nearly a length in front, a bit of a dancer. Shoulda has worked its way to third, followed by Laurel Grove running on. Rustic Dream off the track, but the leader Principe walk accelerated away at the 300 metre mark, shot 3 lengths in front of Bit of a Dancer. Shoulda further back than Earl of Mornmoot, Rustic Dream, and then Laurel Grove, but Principe walk inside the 200, 2.5, 3 in front. Rustic Dream down the centre with Bit of a Dancer. Principe walk 2 in front. Rustic Dream pegging it back. Principe walk 3/4 in front. He'll probably find the line. Yes, he will. Principe walk a half length. Rustic Dream 2 away third. Bit of an Answer. Then further back Golden Finale from Shooter. Mr. Archibald, Kingston Way, Rath Salar, Laurel Grove, Earl of Mornmoot, a long gap Marked Assassin, Northern Warrior. Last of all is Bistro Boy.
Number 5, Principally Walk, 670, 252. Rustic Dream at 330. Third 4, Bit of a Dancer at 320.
And on the Super Tab, number 5, Principe Walk to pay 680, 230, 2 Rustic Dream 290, and 4 Bit of a Dancer to return 320. Treble on the numbers of 1, 1 and 5 to return $33.30. The National